Celtics fans, welcome back. Me and Brady are here with episode 8 of Celtics Catchup. Over the last week, we had a record of 1-1.
Yep.
One of those games being a very important game that we sadly lost, which is why me and Brady have switched spots. Once again, we're going back to our original places. But before we go over the last two games, let's cue the intro.
Good ball fake, one more. Tatum! Oh, he caught one!
Brady, last week against the Sixers, last Friday specifically, no Porzingis and no Tatum after the third quarter when he got ejected. But we still won. We still came home with the win. Yes, the Sixers were a little bit shorthanded.
Yep.
But I think we performed great as a team and great in the clutch in that game, Brady. Tell me more about how the Celtics played in that game.
Yeah, like you said, that was one of our, I'd say, better games in the clutch. We have been a little inconsistent. We'll get to that in a little bit. But that was definitely one of our better games in the clutch. No Tatum for the entire fourth quarter. Peyton Pritchard stepped in a big way. Al Horford had a huge game. No Porzingis. Horford had 20 that game.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely needed that from him. Ended that game on a 10-3 run, which is huge. We had four players with at least 20 points. 7 players in double figures. All around great performance. Sixers didn't have Embiid, Maxey, or Oubre, which makes them pretty shorthanded. That's 2 of their best players.
Yeah.
But regardless, very good game for us in the clutch, and it gave me a lot of confidence going into that Pacers game, but who knows?
Yeah, that confidence was sadly not lived up to in that Pacers game, the quarterfinals of the in-season tournament. And despite it being a 10-point loss, I mean, it really wasn't a 10-point loss. It was a 1 or 2 possession game at the most in that fourth quarter. Right? They hit that 3 at the end of the game, and it was just free throw game, and we missed a couple shots, but it was a really close game, and we really didn't perform the best in the clutch there. Brady, why don't you think we came home with that win that night against the Pacers?
You know, I think the start of the third quarter was kind of honestly the entire third quarter was kind of our downfall in that game. For most of that second half, we were playing from behind, and obviously that is just not a position you want to be in, especially in a huge game like the in-season tournament quarterfinals are. I mean, in-season tournament's been a huge success for the NBA. It's been very competitive games, playoff-like atmosphere.
It's awesome.
And so in a game like that, not a position you want to be in. We shot very poor from 3, 12 for 41, which is only 29%.
Yeah.
Can't be having that in those type of games.
Can't.
And then obviously Tyrese Halliburton, I mean, you can't say enough good things about him right now. He's like playoff Jimmy, but in season. We're calling him in-season Tyrese.
In-season Tyrese.
And that's what we're going with. And he is just a different breed. Even last night in the semifinal against the Bucks, he had another crazy game.
I know.
But yeah, it's just our inconsistent play in the clutch is hurting us right now. I mean, obviously it was good against the Sixers, but against the Pacers, couldn't pull through. And that's something we have to change, especially if we're going to perform well come playoff time.
Yeah, and come playoff time, I believe we will turn it up when we're facing these better teams like the Pacers that are just really hot at the moment and just really good, making shots, playing great defense. But when the playoffs come around, that's what we're going to need to do, Brady. You're absolutely right. We need to play better in those clutch moments in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
And I know a couple weeks ago we introduced a new segment, the Hustle Player of the Week. So we brought that back this week once again. And our Hustle Player of the Week for this past week is, drum roll please, Sam Hauser, another bench player, and we have a clip to show you guys of more proof of why being on the bench and hustling just makes your team so much better. And as we can see here, Drew Holiday kicks out to Peyton Pritchard, who misses through, but look who's right there. Sam Hauser with the tip, gives them another possession. We get a wide open shot from Jaylen Brown, and look who's there once again. Sam Hauser with the tip to
He's everywhere.
Yeah, he literally is. A second possession already. And you think that's it, 2 possessions. I mean, that's great hustle for him, but that's not it. He cuts to the paint. He finds an open spot in the corner. He shoots it. And like he's been that game, it was butter. Like on toast. Butter on toast, Brady.
Butter on toast. I like that comparison.
And it was just like, when you have, we talked about this, our bench is playing so well in these games.
Especially Hauser.
Yes.
He's easily having a breakout season. I feel like we're talking about him every week. We had the clip of him dunking last week. We're bringing him up every week. He's having an amazing season.
We really are.
Yeah.
And he's having a great season. And like I was talking about to you before, that clip was extremely hard to find because the only part of that clip that was shown in highlights was him making the shot. Mm-hmm. But what people really don't notice is the 2 offensive rebounds that he made happen in that possession to get that open shot, to get those 3 points when they were down by 4 in the third quarter, which is a pretty big and important position in that game.
Yeah, the whole bench is coming alive when they need it most. Horford didn't have the greatest game against the Pacers, but the game against the Sixers, he was great.
He did have a great game.
Pritchard has been very good. Hauser, Cornette's playing some of the best basketball of his career too.
He is.
Delano Ben's getting minutes now. I think the bench, despite some struggles here and there, I think the bench is really coming into their own, and I think they're going to be a crucial part of our success down the line. That's going to be all for today's episode of Celtics Catchup. Celtics are back tonight against the New York Knicks, who were eliminated by the Milwaukee Bucks in the in-season tournament. Looking for the Celtics to get back on track after Monday's heartbreaking loss to the Pacers. Looking forward to it. Thank you all for watching. Vinnie and Brady signing off. Go Celtics.